morning. I took down Choice's videos because it became a hate fest on Don Harrold, and that's not what it was about. It was about choices. I don't know whether selling silver today is the right choice and then buying it back later, or um, failing to deciding not to support the crash JP Morgan and buying silver. I don't know for sure. But I do know, right, that all paper money, right, including this, goes to zero. Now, I did say that this was evil, and I like to, in that video and previous videos, I'd like to make a correction to that. This is not evil. This is a tool um, is used by evil men. This tool transfers wealth to those men, and in a surreptitious way. For example, even today, we're probably losing like half 1/10 of a penny off of this dollar in one day, and we're getting paid in those dollars, and our payment is being sucked. Our value of our payment is being sucked away and transferred in a visible tax to those bankers that get the money for free. So that is why I'm supporting silver. That is my personal reason to support silver and gold. Also, it's based on historical information. Um, for 6,000 years, we've been using gold and silver as money, and we've tried paper over and over again, and it's always gone to zero. So that means it's a guaranteed, just like any Ponzi scam, to go to zero. Now, a lot of people have asked me, well, give me a date, give me a date. Well, I'd like to point out that somebody else asked me when I told them that Madoff was running a Ponzi scam, that you shouldn't invest. I said, well, you know what? He's running a Ponzi scam. You shouldn't invest. And he says, give me a date. I said, well, I don't know when a Ponzi scam is going to end. I know he's been running it for 20 years, but it will end. And surely enough, it did end. Now, now, of course, he didn't believe that, and a lot of people don't believe that. But the reality remains true. It means whether you try to bet against yourself not dying, or you bet against anything in reality. Um, our paper money runs on a what's it called, an exponential curve going up into infinity, meaning it has to grow to infinity. And I don't know anything on this universe that can grow to infinity. Do you? So, and you're like, well, okay, well, where are we on the exponential curve? We're at the point where we go to a hockey stick, right, straight up, right? Um, it's clear in our debt. For example, only 6 years ago, the United States national debt doubled in size, right? For it to double again, it'll take less than 6 years because, again, you're running $2 trillion deficits, and they're growing. They're not shrinking. So yeah, you're like, let me do the math on that. 6 years from now, that's $12 trillion, Da Vinci. Duh. I'm just having fun. But anyways, you see the point, right? Your debt's growing, um, and obviously by less than 6 years, you're going to be another $14 trillion in the hole. But I don't think you're going to last that long. And anybody who thinks that, oh yeah, I'm in Canada or wherever country you're living at, uh, I might remind you that you're running off the same system that the United States is. That means the creation of money out of nothing through debt. And since this happens to be a debt note, that means it's good when you go to the bank to say, hey, can you lend me some Canadian dollars, please? Well, this is a debt note, so this is good, negotiable debt note that the banks could take to create Canadian dollars or whatever currency you happen to have. So they take this and hold this against the currency that they created and issued to you. And since they're gonna default on this, right? That means your currency is no good as well. Oh man! Now, if Don Harrold wants to debate me on this issue, because the real issue is that I don't believe that Don understands this concept of currency, because if he did, um, he'd be doing things a little bit different. I'm not saying this as an insult to him. Please don't take it as that. Um, it's not an insult or considering you. I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. Oops, there goes the light on my thing. But anyways, I'm trying to point out that, hey, you know what? If you really understood this, right, the best way to use this tool, is to hold hard assets, right, and borrow against those assets to use them to invest, because that's all you do is you trade the markets. So this becomes your tool to trade the markets. So as you earn more of these, you should convert them immediately to hard assets. Now you're thinking, well, hey, I got to pay a banker. That's crazy. Well, you're paying a banker if you hold on to these things and you don't really because they have no value, right? You're the banker taking more money from you than just by holding on to these things and using them directly, instead of borrowing against them, creating out of nothing, and using them. Because once they go to zero, it really doesn't matter, because you go like this. Okay. Right? So yeah, sure, you got to pay them a little bit, right, out of your labor to for creating these things, right? But that's better than paying them a whole lot by holding them after you've earned them. So that's the point. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was kind of funny. I'm just joking around here. Please don't take it as insult. If there's anybody gonna do the I hate Don Harrold thing, I'm gonna delete your comments. I'm sick of it, right? And I might even ban you. So just please stop. All right? Thanks. Gold and silver is money, nothing else.
Right, it's not a fiat currency, it's the real stuff. So get ready to paper, get the stuff. And by the way, Canadian maple leaves rock, okay? Boom.
Cool. Cool. And cut.
Here you go.
You're joking, right? What's this?
Your payment.
I don't think so. This is what I'm looking for.
Gold and silver are money and nothing else.